Since Roland Emmerichs Movie Independence Day, we all know that the best way to get rid of nasty aliens is to kill the mothership. As soon as the queen and the mothership is gone, none of the million aliens knows what to do, and they run around like headless chicken. No leadership from the mothership, no aliens going Gangnam style on planet Earth. No permanent orders, and none of these greenlings knows what to do. Now, talking execution, that is exactly what we do not want. We do not want that our team is like a bunch of rowdy aliens when disconnected from central management. What we want instead is to enable our team to the point that they do not need leadership at all, so we can do something else. We have to make them capable to act independently. And to achieve independence of our team, of our people, we have to be aware that this will require some sort of investment and some sort of effort. And just by the way, a disconnection from the mothership, from management, is not a possibility or a risk we want to mitigate. Totally not. We consider our team to be disconnected from management as absolutely normal. That should be the base case. And at this point, I want to go back to Steve Jobs, who is the icon of a revolution, not only in technology, but probably also in management. By the way, I salute Steve Jobs. And also, I'm a huge fan since my teenage days, and I will attack now the words of somebody who is a legend, who already has died and can't fight back. So I do quote, with all respect, as accurate as possible. Steve Jobs said, "The greatest people are self-managing. They don't need to be managed. Once they know what to do, they go and figure out how to do it. And they don't need to be managed at all." That is Steve Jobs. And I fight back, and here's my answer to this. The greatest management enables everybody to act independently. And that is what true management, true leadership always was about. Management is about empowerment. So, question is, how do we empower our people, our team to act? Well, first thing you have to establish is some sort of orientation. Where are we? What is our surrounding? And that is a pretty good starting point when talking to your people. Explain the epic. The description of the epic, I want to call it epic, should contain two separate parts. Number one, the surrounding. And number two, where are we? The own position. And I think this is always a perfect starting point when talking to your team. For example, planning a hiking trip and you want to go with a group uphill. The epic could be surrounding. We are here in Garmisch-Partenkirchen looking at the highest German mountain called Zugspitze. The highest point of the mountain is at 2,962 meters above sea level. Currently in Garmisch-Partenkirchen, we are at 708 meters above sea level. The mountain stands on the border to Austria and is half Austrian. The weather forecast for today is pretty stable. Sunny with some clouds. We do expect temperature to climb up to 18 degrees Celsius around noon and 20 degrees Celsius early afternoon. The temperature on top will be substantially cooler, ranging from -9 Celsius up to -4 Celsius. Sunset will be about 1852. Right now it is 7:30 a.m. Our own position, well, we are a group of 6 well-trained people, but with a little mountain experience. But we do have, in addition, 2 very experienced local tour guides. We are all fit this morning. We are equipped with radio communication, emergency tents, small first aid kits, and water and the necessary mountain gear. Something like that. In a business environment, the epic could be, we're in a market that has had last year a growth rate of 10%. We do expect even higher growth rate this year. Our main competitors launched several initiatives to strengthen their market position and trying to claim bigger shares of this growing market. Ourselves, we had a growth rate of 8% last year, so that means we are losing market share. Financially, we are stable and profit rate is at 12%. Earnings before income and tax, our R&D department has delivered great improvements, and our sales department has new clients in pipe to regain our market share again. Something like that. Giving a good epic, a good speech on that is quite an art. You want to be informative, but then again avoid these long briefings where everybody falls asleep. You're not only responsible to give information, you're also responsible to sell that information. If you give a full presentation with all necessary facts, everything in it somebody can ask for, but it is a dull and boring speech, you did not do your job. This is not about you naming the facts. It is about your people listening to you. And if they don't want to listen to you, that is your problem. Selling information is a vital part of management. Now, after you gave a general overview in the epic, you have to say what your intention is. It is a little bit like an arrow. Current position and intention defines the direction to go. Therefore, those two, intention and epic, have to be close together. In our hiking trick example, the intent is to go uphill. So you could say, today we want to go up to the top of the Zugspitze. The priority is that we all have a wonderful experience and come back home safe. Or you can say, I want to go up to the top of the Zugspitze today and I want to have a wonderful experience with all of you. And my priority is after that to return with all of you safely this evening so we can have a wonderful beer. You see, honestly, I prefer the I want alternative. Because it allows me to transport passion much more believable. I can talk about my own passion. The business intention could be, I want to grow our business and again, gain additional market shares. My priority is to achieve that market share with a minimum impact to our cash flow. You notice the second sentence in my intention. I always say my priority is. I recommend you make that a habit. It gives you the possibility to point out something that is important to you. So after this, we have two headlines of communication in our scheme. Number one, the epic, with the surrounding environment and the own position, and B, the intention, the general intention, and then what is especially important to you. These two items shall be a basis that your employees, your co-workers, your team become independent. They know what the idea is, they know the surrounding. By knowing the epic and your intention, they should be capable to organize themselves to put the intention to reality. But we will give them some more details. And I talk about that in the next video.